All right, wonderful. Hey guys, welcome to Leadership Academy. I'm super excited for tonight. Last week, we had our first part in the wealth building series. We discussed maximizing your earnings to create options, not spending everything you earn, keeping some aside. We also talked about the reality of get rich quick, that it's real, that there are tons of prominent examples of it happening, but get rich easy doesn't exist. It does take a process that culminates in a get rich event. Leadership Academy is a critical part of your process. Today is part two. We're going to start talking about where to put the money, how to grow it. I'm going to share with you a secret that you've never going to hear from your friends or your family. I'm going to encourage you to grab some notes for this one. So first off, there are a ton of myths about money. How many of you know a lot of things about money? Do you believe that knowledge is power? If that's true and you have the knowledge but you don't have the money, is it possible that you have the wrong knowledge? How about this? Finish my sentence. Money doesn't grow on. Money is the root of all. How many truly wealthy people say those things? They're middle class mindsets. And look, I'm not knocking your family or your background. My family was well below the middle class growing up. And my grandmother, who raised me, ended up dying up to her neck in debt. But don't take advice from people that you wouldn't trade places with. My wife is Asian, and their culture inherently has a ton of respect for their elders and parents. But her mom is neck deep in debt, buys a ton of things she can't afford. She's in her mid-60s, had to take out a second mortgage. Her husband had to come out of retirement, but they just bought a $30,000 kitchen upgrade. And this year alone, bought two new Volkswagen cars and a Mercedes SUV. And her mom gives us money all the time. And I have to remind my wife that we love them, but we don't want to trade places with them in our 60s, so we can't follow the same path that they did. So what's money for? It's true that money doesn't buy happiness, but poverty doesn't either. Money is for three things. It's for freedom for you and your family, it's for charity, and it's for taking care of and supporting your family. So a lot of people ask me about investing. We're going to get there, but you have to produce first. You have to make money to be able to invest. You have to make enough that you're not spending everything that you make, and then you make more so that you have more to invest. It's like fitness. People try all the time to diet, and it just never works out long term. If you really want to get in shape, you have to exercise, run, lift, and then your diet becomes a natural part of your plan. It's the same thing with money. People try to save and invest, but they're not increasing their income, so they're barely paying the bills, and they're also not saving enough to retire comfortably. You have to get the income right first. So step one is earn. And I'm going to give you guys a challenge right now. Make $100 now. Okay? Could you do something tonight, or could you do something tomorrow that you'll make $100 doing? Serious question, by the way. Could you do it? I've seen people sell things. I've seen people sell their PlayStation or their Xbox. They sell stuff they have around the house that they don't want or don't use. I've seen people wash cars. I've seen people chauffeur people. That's even easier now with apps like Uber and Lyft. I've seen people tutor or coach, any number of things, but you do have to realize you can make money anytime you feel like it. Start with $100 and then we can increase the dollar amount. But there is simply no shortage of money in the world. There are 1.64 trillion US dollars now. This is, by the way, as of September 26th, 2018, $1.64 trillion, and that is physical dollars and coins. That is not counting electronic or the stock market. I'm in a Tesla group where 36,771 people just dropped anywhere from $54,000 to $80,700 on a car. Some of us paid it in full in cash. Others are going to be financing for the next 3 to 7 years, but all of us got the car, 36,771 people. The government right now, today, is $21 trillion in debt. And they keep buying things. They're adding to the military. Now they're trying to spend somewhere between $20 and $70 billion on a wall. And if they run out of money, they're just going to make more. We will never get to a point where there is no money. Real rainmakers know how to go out and get money, or they provide something that people are willing to pay for. You need this skill to be able to escape the middle class. I apologize. There was an error. I don't know what the error was. Give me just 1 second. All right, sorry about that. We had an internet glitch. Don't know what happened. Either way, what I was saying is that real rainmakers know how to go out and get money, or they provide something that people are willing to pay for, and you need this skill to be able to escape the middle class, and that's why it's so important to get good at selling something. So when you're earning, you're making money, what do you do with it? Money is not meant to be saved. It's meant to be used. And I want you to write that down. That's big. Money is made to be used. You need to earn money to the point where you can live on 60% of what you earn and set aside 40%. Grant Cardone calls this storage, not savings. A savings account is going to get you less than 2% interest. I actually heard a commercial on the radio the other day where they were advertising 1.01%. And I was like, I would not be advertising that, right? But the savings account, it's a good place to store your money, but not to actually save it for the long time. You're storing it up to use. Stop spending money on things that don't increase your income. My wife right now drives a 13-year-old Honda Civic Hybrid. It's got over 120,000 miles on it. We bought it for $3,000 cash, and she's going to drive it till it's dead, right? Is it a wonderful car? No, but she's happy enough, and it gets her where she needs to go. I currently drive a Toyota Corolla with 130,000 miles on it. It's been in 3 accidents. It's been keyed. It was even sideswiped and damaging all 4 panels on the driver's side, and I never got it fixed. Other district managers and even division managers made fun of me for it, but repairing it wouldn't make me money. The Tesla, by the way, I'm excited about it. I get it. By the way, it's Friday night right now. That's a lie. It's Sunday night right now. So I get it in less than a week. We're going to be picking it up on Friday. And it's a stupid purchase. By the way, I have owned that since day one when I first decided to buy it. But I have enough cash to buy 3 of them, so I let myself buy it as a toy. But I have no illusion that I'm going to make any more money driving a Tesla than I would driving a Corolla. You can bet I wouldn't take out a loan and put myself in debt for it. I bought a house a couple years ago. It's the dumbest purchase I ever made. I'm not rushing to sell it now that I have it, but I doubt that I will ever buy another house again. I don't recommend that anybody does. There's no such thing as equity. That is only useful if you're going to take out more loans to buy things that you can't afford. And if you sell it for more than you paid for it, but you use that money to buy another house, you lost money. You're not coming out ahead. The numbers on a piece of paper are not helping you go out and buy groceries or feed your family. Wealthy people like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Tai Lopez, celebrities like Justin Bieber, Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian, so many know that if you take out a 30-year mortgage, you lose all of your freedom, your flexibility, your mobility, and that as long as you live in the house, it will cost you money and won't make you a dime. The only way to make money owning a home is to rent it out to other people. But if you live in it, that's not a possibility. So Grant Cardone says you should rent where you live and own what you rent. And we'll talk about that another time. So you have the money, you're storing it up. What do you use it for? You're going to use your money, and this is worth writing down. You use your money, your storage, to invest in your income. To start, Leadership Academy is exactly what this is for. You're increasing your earning power. Becoming a sales rep where you're maximizing 30 up to 45% commission is huge for your earning power. Being a branch manager where you can literally make money while you're not working and have a team of people bringing in your revenue is your first opportunity to disconnect your time from your income. And then, of course, branches, everything that the office sells counts towards your personal sales. It is the fastest way to get to 50% commission in Vector Marketing Corporation, as well as branches automatically make 50% for all of July, August, and September. So there's a ton of money to be made there. And then district manager for non-students is the real wealth building opportunity, because it has baked in the cake the ability to generate passive income and make money when you sleep and when you travel. In many cases, I spend my stored money on my business, buying advertisements, hiring staff, giving incentives for sales and recruiting targets, using my money to create more money. You can also use your money to create multiple revenue streams. Many business owners have multiple businesses. They invest in real estate. They're venture capitalists or angel investors. Think Shark Tank. But I have to warn you, don't try to create multiple revenue streams too quickly. If you're in the process of getting a business off the ground, or if you have one, but it's not established yet, then both your existing business and the new one will both fail. If you chase two rabbits, you're not going to catch either one. In the Millionaire Fastlane, author MJ DeMarco says to be monogamous until you can be polygamous. To be clear, that only applies to businesses that you're running, but monogamous until you can be polygamous. I didn't start building any additional revenue streams outside of Vector until I'd been open for 6 years. My business was stable, and I'd created nearly $4 million in revenue with my one business by itself. I've seen too many people try to be a business owner and a realtor, or they try to start 3 businesses at once, or they invest in real estate when they haven't had the time to fully understand it. And those people, by the way, they can literally lose tens of thousands of dollars in a matter of months. You have to treat your business like a child. When it's new, it needs your attention all the time. It needs to be fed every 3 hours. When it's a toddler, it can be a ton of fun. You have more free time and it's a more enjoyable process. When it's a teenager, it's pretty close to self-sufficient with monitoring and guidance. And when it's an adult, it doesn't need you to be able to survive and thrive. You're free to do whatever you feel like doing. In actual child and parenting, a lot of parents travel the world after their kids get out of school. Others start pursuing lifelong dreams. Your business can do the exact same thing for you and create the same opportunity, but it has to be able to survive and thrive. It has to be able to make money while you're not paying attention to it. Until then, you have to put all of your attention there, right? If you neglect a child, it will die. If you neglect your business, it will die. So what do we do now? We've talked about earning more money. We've talked about storage and what money's for. And I'm giving you some ideas of how you can invest your money. So what do we do now? Number one, focus on increasing your earnings. Go make $100 now. Maybe it's a phone sale. Maybe you're going to tutor for pay, not for volunteer. Maybe you're going to do something for someone that they're willing to pay for. Maybe you'll sell something that isn't adding value to your life right now, but prove to yourself you can make $100. And I'm going to give you a challenge. Every person who does this by Wednesday, and you can show me the $100 cash that someone paid you or Venmoed you, you will go into a drawing and I will give away something friggin' sweet as an incentive to get it done. But it has to be by Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Send me a picture when you have it. Number two, put your money into storage. Leadership Academy Savings is storage for your 2019 earning potential. Put in the $100 to start and a target of getting 40% of everything you make in there. By the way, Will Boynes just added $1,500 to storage. Kevin Garcia has a target of adding another 1,000 by October 13th, and I'm looking forward to seeing who else gets on this. Next week, we're going to talk about investing. We're going to talk about Roth IRAs, the stock market, mutual funds. I'm going to show you how to make the most of that opportunity. Okay, I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it. We are getting there next week. And I'm going to show you the hidden truth that I've learned to capitalize on compound interest. No gimmicks, no scams, no get-rich-quick schemes. One simple mathematical trick that unlocks the wealth formula. So go make $100 and I'll see you then.